Hi, I play Johnny Lawrence, the badass, awesome hero of the Netflix series Cobra Kai.
Hero's a little misleading. In The Karate Kid, I played a real hero, Daniel LaRusso.
Here's everything you need to know about seasons 1 and 2 of Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai takes place 34 years after Johnny lost the All Valley tournament to Daniel because of a cheap shot.
It was legal, but okay.
These days, he's a middle-aged, down-on-his-luck handyman, and life sucks way more than it did in 1984.
I play Johnny's estranged son, Robbie. They've barely seen each other since Johnny walked out on him the day he was born.
But Daniel's life has turned out great. He owns the Valley's top chain of car dealerships with his beautiful wife Amanda and his two kind of perfect children.
I play Samantha, Daniel's daughter. They used to do karate together, but she's got better things to do now.
I play Miguel, Johnny's neighbor. He's a new kid in school and has a crush on Samantha.
I play Eli, aka Hawk, but I don't want to spoil my awesome transformation from total loser to a total rock star.
I play Tori, a Cobra Kai student you'll meet in season 2. Tori has some anger issues.
And then there's Dimitri, the only kid with enough sense to not want to get punched in the face. At least, at first.
Johnny turns these losers into, well, they're still losers, but now they're losers who can kick ass. Johnny's down to his last dollar when he gets fired for some BS.
You put it on the wrong wall. I said the wall across from the door.
So Johnny grabs a slice to unwind.
And sees his neighbor Miguel getting picked on by this bully named Kyler and does what any adult would do in this situation.
Kick the crap out of a bunch of teenagers?
Obviously, he gets arrested for assault, and it's downhill from there.
Samantha and her cool new friends are out cruising and crash into Johnny's Firebird, totaling it.
The car gets towed to the LaRusso Automotive. Of course, Daniel's surprised to see Johnny again, but being the bigger man, he offers to repair his car for free.
He only offers to pay for the repairs so he can be a total dick about it.
Daniel tells Johnny he's better off without Cobra Kai, and so, of course, Johnny reopens the dojo to prove Daniel wrong.
Johnny recruits Miguel to be his first and only student. Miguel's just happy to have found a friend.
Desperate for students and revenue, Johnny goes to the high school for recruits.
A little sketchy, probably illegal.
Johnny introduces Miguel to the Cobra Kai creed, strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
And convinces him to go to the dance to meet hot babes.
His costume might look familiar.
At the dance, Miguel overhears Kyler talking about Sam when he tries to defend her honor. His new karate skills don't kick in. After the fight, Miguel's mom forbids him from training.
But Johnny begs Miguel's mom, Carmen, in the manliest way possible.
That kid is the only person in the world who hasn't given up on me. And I don't want to give up on him. I know I messed up big time. But if you let him come back, I won't fail him again. I promise.
Miguel returns to the dojo, but this time his sensei also teaches him how to protect himself.
And the best defense is more offense.
Johnny follows his own advice, gets wasted, and vandalizes LaRusso Automotive billboard in an explicit manner.
Daniel can't prove who did it, but whoever they are, they're pretty funny.
Miguel follows Johnny's advice and goes on the offensive against Kyler.
Sam, newly single, definitely notices.
Angry at his deadbeat dad for acting like a father figure to Miguel, Robbie decides to get revenge by seeking out Johnny's worst enemy.
Welcome to the LaRusso family.
Daniel decides the best way to deal with Cobra Kai is to bring back his own Miyagi-Do dojo.
Part of Daniel's plan to achieve balance is to recruit his kids to do karate, and Sam's not into it.
You want to spar with your old man?
Karate?
Yeah, you don't have to say it like it's the flu.
So Miguel's fight goes viral, and all the nerdy kids head down to Cobra Kai to train, and of course, Johnny makes fun of them.
If you don't want me to call you Lip, then don't have a weird lip.
Miguel confronts Johnny.
Come on, Diaz, they're a bunch of losers.
Yeah, well, some of those losers are my friends.
Causing him to remember the pain of getting bullied by his stepfather in a very tasteful flashback.
Look, the kid's a social reject. He doesn't have a single friend.
Instead of apologizing, Johnny tells the students that life is tough and they better learn to deal with it.
So Eli comes back with the tough as nails looking mohawk.
Beginning his transformation into his final epic form.
Hawk!
Meanwhile, Robbie's doing such a great job at LaRusso Automotive, he's starting to feel like he's part of the family. He goes over to the LaRusso's house, sees Daniel practicing karate, and decides he wants to be trained.
Back at the Cobra Kai dojo, Johnny uses some unusual methods to train his students.
So there's only one solution, and that is before you leave this dojo,
Each and every one of you is gonna take a punch very hard to the face.
Some would say awesome.
Miguel goes on a very successful date with Sam at Golf and Stuff. Easter egg, just like Daniel and Allie did in the 80s, somehow it looks exactly the same.
Like any legit sensei in the Valley, Johnny tries to enter his dojo in the All-Valley Karate Tournament, but Cobra Kai is banned.
Daniel's on the board and votes to block Cobra Kai from entering, setting up an epic courtroom drama.
But my Cobra Kai is different. It's a place where kids can come and feel like they belong. Where they won't get picked on just because they're a bunch of losers, because they're unique. Cobra Kai is making a difference in these kids' lives. And honestly, they're making a difference in mine as well.
Spoiler alert 2, we get in the tournament by punching the committee right in their feelings.
Speaking of feelings, Johnny's all up in his when he finds out who Miguel has his eye on.
You're dating a LaRusso?
He tells him a very biased version of the events in The Karate Kid.
So I chase him down, try to put an end to things that night, right? Turns out the guy's got a karate master of his own. Guy comes out of nowhere, jumps us, assaults me and my friends. I think my buddy Tommy got brain damage because of that fight.
Show me the lie.
Since he hasn't met her family, Miguel heads over to the LaRussos to surprise Sam, but sees
Robbie eating dinner with us, laughing, having a grand old time. Miguel assumes the worst and leaves with a broken heart.
Consider this a message from Daniel LaRusso.
Daniel's familia does some breaking of their own after finding out that Johnny vandalized their dealership billboards. Car wreck, Johnny storms over to the LaRussos with ass kicking on his mind.
Fortunately, Daniel's wife diffuses things. Daniel fires his cousin and gives Johnny a new car.
And then they hang out like any two normal grown dudes in a decades-old karate rivalry.
Things are looking up for Daniel and Johnny's relationship.
Another round?
But then things go south quickly after Sam gets grounded by her mom for being in the hit and run.
and she misses like 100 calls from Miguel.
Meanwhile, all the mean girls throw a birthday party, but the Cobra Kai kids plan a badass bonfire at the same place.
Robbie breaks Sam out of her prison and they head to the party.
Miguel has too much to drink and tries to fight Robbie, but ends up ruining his relationship with Sam instead.
Johnny drives Daniel home only to discover that his son has been learning karate from Daniel.
Hey, Dad, back off!
Dad? And after all that, Daniel, Mr. Balance LaRusso, ends up firing Robbie.
We finally get to the All Valley Championship. It's Cobra Kai versus the entire valley, including Robbie, who is competing unaffiliated without a dojo.
Hawk and Miguel advance to the semis.
Hawk is disqualified for dislocating Robbie's shoulder and then kicking him in the back.
Ugh, that's the worst thing about tournaments. They have rules.
Miguel and Sam have an argument.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
Sam heads home and gets inspired to practice the karate that her dad taught her. She still got it.
Robbie's all alone. He won't be able to compete. And then Daniel shows up. You didn't forget about him.
Daniel commits to being Robbie's sensei. He fixes him up with some tricks he learned from his sensei.
Johnny realizes his teachings have made his students too badass, but he's committed to winning.
The stage is set. It's sensei versus sensei. Father against son. Spiritual son against, well, actual son. Who do we root for? Who will win? Miguel! Miguel wins! You know, the guy with more extensive training and lack of serious injuries?
Yeah, Miguel is pretty pumped about that, but everyone else is full of conflicting emotions. It's weird.
Cobra Kai won, but at what cost?
Let's go, Mr. LaRusso.
You got what you wanted, Johnny. You won. Congratulations.
Daniel takes Robbie to Mr. Miyagi's old home and reveals that he plans to turn it into a dojo. The only way to defeat Cobra Kai's hyper-aggression is through balance.
Nighttime, Johnny's full of alcohol and regrets at his dojo. What has he brought into the world when a shadowy figure from his past emerges? John Kreese.
End of season 1.
Bam! Stuck the landing.
Johnny's ex-sensei shows up looking to reclaim his place at Cobra Kai, but Johnny and he have a complicated history, so they kick each other's asses.
Johnny gets the upper hand, but Kreese gets in his head with memories of what happened after his loss at the All Valley. Johnny decides to be the bigger man and tells Kreese to beat it.
Sam blocks Miguel on Instagram, which makes him very, very sad.
This is a big deal in high school.
His mom Carmen doesn't approve of the new, quote, darker Miguel.
He had this look on his face.
Don't worry. Miguel's a good kid. I won't let him go astray.
Daniel and Robbie make plans to open up Miyagi-Do.
Meanwhile, Johnny's feeling guilty, so he lays into his students for fighting dirty.
From here on out, those are pussy moves. And you don't want to be pussies, do you?
No, Sensei!
Strike first, strike hard, a little mercy.
Yeah, no, just doesn't have the same ring to it.
Johnny runs into Daniel and his son Robbie at the Home Depot and tries to make amends.
It doesn't work.
Johnny's bad at feelings, which is probably why he feels sorry for Kreese and lets him rejoin Cobra Kai.
Robbie ends up beating up his mom's new boy toy.
So you have the whole place to yourself. Don't party too hard.
Again, his mom's kind of a mess.
Daniel starts teaching Sam and Robbie about balance by forcing them to literally balance together.
It also teaches them about hypothermia.
Johnny's students make fun of him.
So naturally, he makes them train inside of a cement truck.
You gotta keep moving forward, or else you're gonna get stuck exactly where you are. It's like the cement in this truck.
Again, where are these kids' parents?
Daniel steps in to parent Robbie as his surrogate karate master and father figure, inviting him to live with the LaRussos. Like a good guy, Daniel heads to Cobra Kai to let Johnny know about his son, but finds him with Kreese.
They were so close to being friends.
Johnny needs to learn new skills as a small business owner. Somehow he's made it this far in life without a computer.
Have you seriously never owned a computer before?
Yeah, I'm not a nerd.
He sees Daniel's awesome Miyagi-Do ad and has his students help him make one for Cobra Kai.
Meanwhile, the chores required of a Miyagi-Do student become the perfect recruitment tool for Cobra Kai.
I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to teach you karate.
Come on, let's go check out that place with the snake.
Miguel and Hawk learn that Robbie is Johnny's son and confront him.
So Johnny takes Miguel out for burgers and opens up about fatherhood.
I failed my kid on his very first day in this world. And I've been failing him every day since. And I want you to know, no matter what happens, I promise, I'll always be on your side. And I'll always have your best interest at heart.
Cobra Kai crashes a Miyagi-Do karate demo and shows them up.
Cobra Kai does have the wow factor going for it. It has fire instead of, chores. Dimitri finally joins Cobra Kai, but he's so annoying that Kreese kinda sorta commits aggravated assault against a minor.
Then the show really begins when Tori joins Cobra Kai. And on day one, she volunteers to fight Miguel, even though she's new.
She does all right.
My name's Miguel.
Tori. With a Y.
More than all right.
So Dimitri tells Hawk about his fight with Kreese, and he calls him a coward. Which, yes, but still.
Miguel warns Johnny about Kreese, but it falls on deaf ears.
Guy's got his issues, but everyone deserves a second chance.
Robbie thinks a viral video of him winning a fight will recruit students for Miyagi-Do, but he ends up getting in over his head when he gets hit in the head.
Thankfully, Daniel appears just in time like Miyagi did for him. The student has become the master.
Hawk sees that Dimitri left Cobra Kai a bad Yelp review and confronts him at the mall.
But just before he's about to beat him up, Sam and Robbie join in.
Dimitri has had enough of Cobra Kai's gang mentality and joins Miyagi-Do. He made the right dojo choice. I want to learn karate. Even though there's more, fence painting.
That's like 1,200 square feet.
Actually, ×2. You forgot about the other side.
Robbie and Sam almost kiss, but decide it's probably disrespectful to Daniel.
Kreese convinces Hawk to vandalize Miyagi-Do.
The dojo is destroyed, Mr. Miyagi's Medal of Honor is stolen, and his classic car is wrecked. Daniel goes to Cobra Kai to confront Johnny, and Upside snags a bunch of his students.
Johnny makes all of Cobra Kai do burpees until someone confesses, but even though Kreese knows Hawk did it, he doesn't say anything.
Are there no responsible adults in the valley?
One of the goons that tried to jump Dimitri at the mall shows up at Miyagi-Do, and that doesn't sit right with him. But Daniel reminds them that there are no bad students, only bad teachers. And so they all make up and become one big happy karate family.
I'm just gonna let you diss me? I didn't diss you. It was constructive criticism.
Yeah, this only lasts all of 5 minutes.
Johnny travels to San Bernardino to meet up with his old Cobra Kai pals.
You brought back a Cobra Kai?
Yeah, it's not all that's back.
But we put all our feelings aside for an epic bar fight. Sad spoiler, after celebrating their bar brawl win, their old pal Tommy dies in his sleep, causing Johnny to take stock of his life. Rob Garrison, the man who played Tommy, was a great friend in real life as well. Rest in peace, buddy. It was an honor working with you.
During all this tragedy, Kreese is busy remaking Cobra Kai in his image. Life hasn't exactly been kind to Tori, and she falls prey to Kreese's twisted philosophy.
Some people have it good, but
The rest of us, we have to fight for every inch of what's ours.
Miguel apologizes to Kreese, and Kreese accepts him as his pupil, which is not good.
Kreese shows up at Miyagi-Do and starts foreshadowing a dojo war.
I'm just here to say thank you.
Thank me for what?
Well, taking our weakest soldiers from our ranks. That was kind.
Soldiers. They're kids.
We were all kids once.
Okay, that's pretty creepy.
Kreese takes Cobra Kai out to the woods for a good old-fashioned game of karate headband tag.
Miguel sees Hawk with Mr. Miyagi's Medal of Honor and realizes who vandalized the dojo.
And the truth comes out during the brawl at the woods.
You want the medal so bad? Come and take it.
And just when Miguel thinks he's come out on top,
You know the thing about stingrays is they lie in wait for the perfect opportunity to strike.
He really lives up to his nickname.
Johnny's pretty shocked at how ruthless his students have become under Kreese and has second thoughts.
Miguel heads over to the LaRussos to return the medal to Robbie?
Who pockets it and plants it at the dojo so Sam doesn't get back with Miguel.
Johnny finally comes to his senses and expels Kreese from Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai will always be badass. But there's a difference between no mercy and no honor.
And refines his mission statement.
There's creed on the wall. It'll make you strong. It'll make you formidable. It will also make you an asshole.
Sam asks Robbie to go out on a date with her at a roller rink.
And Tori asked Miguel on a date too. Wait for it. The same rink. And the theme that night is 80s night.
Are you okay?
Oops. Sorry, princess.
It's tense, and there's also some karate on wheels.
All right, you're done. You're out.
Miguel helps Johnny set up his first smartphone and get set up on a dating appetizer.
I've told him this so many times. It's just an app. Dating app, Sensei.
Which doesn't work, but you know what does? Beating up his student's mom's boyfriend and then asking said student's mom out on a date.
I guess she's old-fashioned?
Robbie's mom shows back up in his life to try and reconcile and tells him she's going to rehab, which she really, really needs.
And then there's a big house party with lots of booze and kids from both karate dojos. Not a recipe for disaster at all.
Sam kisses Miguel after she finds out he returned the Medal of Honor, which would be great if Tori didn't see it happen and wasn't already dating him.
Hawk dumps his drink on Dimitri.
But he's not gonna let that happen. Not at all. He's still good old Eli, my binary brother. Well, he was my binary brother. You know what he is now? A real zero.
Yeah, Hawk does not like that.
Meanwhile, Johnny and Carmen run into Daniel and his wife Amanda at a Mexican restaurant.
It's mostly civil.
We bury the hatchet, shake hands.
A pleasant night all the way around.
Until Johnny gets home.
Hey, Dad.
Johnny lets Sam and Robbie crash at his place.
Daniel and Amanda wake up the next morning wondering where Sam is. They figure it out by snooping through her computer.
What is she doing in Reseda?
Daniel heads to Johnny's to find Sam.
Daniel and Johnny are always so close to being best friends.
But so far away.
Drama. Sam is in hot water and Daniel forbids her from seeing Robbie ever again.
Don't even start. I gave you a second chance. This whole thing was a mistake. You know, you want to end up like him, that's up to you. All right, come on, Sam.
Back at the high school, Tori starts an epic fight with Sam.
New show idea, Karate High School. Make it happen, Netflix. I'll play the principal.
Robbie tries to intervene, but it only escalates things.
Tori versus Robbie, Robbie versus Miguel.
It's everyone versus everyone.
Teachers, security guards, it's literally karate high school.
Kids punching grown-ups.
Grown-ups punching kids, it's a whole thing.
Come on, guys, can't we all just get along?
Miguel shows Robbie mercy, and Robbie returns the favor by kicking him off of a balcony. Things get real dark.
Johnny's student is on death's door.
I never want to see you again.
Worst breakup ever.
And to top it off, all of Johnny's students leave him for Kreese and blame him for Miguel's injury.
Can't do this.
Of course I can. I founded Cobra Kai. It belongs to me.
Amanda demands Daniel close down Miyagi-Do, rightfully so.
I'm sorry.
Johnny hits rock bottom, throws his super smartphone in the sand, abandons a sweet ride, and misses a friend request from his old flame, Allie.
end of season 2.
We did it, man. For real this time. We hope you loved it too, and this helped you get pumped up for season 3 of Cobra Kai this January, only on Netflix. Check your local listings. They still have those.
So what did we learn today?
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Some mercy.
But mostly strike first and strike hard. A little mercy, a little bit.